Coachella last night. Isaiah Rashad. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? And this is Easter too. Happy Easter Sunday to everybody out there. Man, Isaiah Rashad is trending on Twitter. Yes. I got to tell y'all, man, his performance last night, as one of my homies told me once before, it was out of here, up here, like far away, man. Another galaxy, another universe. He was on fire. Yeah, man. He changed the game, man. He changed the game last night. He changed the game. I'm hoping that all y'all rappers out there, all you hip hop heads, all you trap rappers, all you drill rappers, I hope that y'all are taking lessons. I hope y'all watched his performance and took lessons last night. I gotta say that was one of the best, greatest performances I've ever seen. Doesn't matter what genre of music we're talking about here. I loved how it didn't look overly scripted. It didn't look rehearsed. I wish that I could play y'all some of this music right here, but YouTube is flagging all of these videos right now of people posting, the concerts. But I got to tell you, man, the energy, it's like I literally felt the energy going through my body as he was performing. It was insane, man. I feel like I haven't felt that type of energy, those goosebumps. You know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling that music's supposed to do for you. That the reason why music exists. I feel like I have not felt that feeling in years, possibly decades. Last night a star was born, y'all. A legend in the making. History in the making, as we could call it. His performance was just so top notch. I almost feel like, why did he not perform at the Super Bowl? He should have performed at the Super Bowl. And that's not a takeaway from M or Dre or Snoop or Kendrick or Mary. I'm just saying, man, his incredible skills, his breath control. I mean, come on, man. Let's not just talk about the beats and the raps. We could also just get into the breath control of how he was just running up and down the stage. And that's a big-ass stage, too. And he's just running up and down the stage. And, man, his breath control and his timing and the fact that he didn't lip sync, that was another thing. I mean, come on, man. Did some of y'all watch the Grammys? Did y'all see the amount of lip syncing in the Grammys? And they weren't even doing difficult stuff. And then that will bring me to Megan Thee Stallion that I'll get into later. I only watched a couple of the sets that I wanted to watch, mainly in some of the artists that I follow. But Coachella is great for going to follow a bunch of artists that you've never heard before. That's really kind of the point of it. And hats off to Coachella, man, for putting Isaiah on. I don't know if this was after the so-called scandal or, sex tape, whatever, or if this was before or after. I mean, I'm assuming, Coachella already announces the lineup in January. So, they already have it put together a year before, I'm sure. So, man, the timing. You got to say, man, the timing on this, it's like it just elevated his career. It just catapulted him. I believe that he's going to be now a star like Kendrick Lamar. I really feel. I mean, we always knew this about Isaiah, man. We always knew this about him. I remember hearing about him it was like over a decade ago when we heard about him. And, man, we were always rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always knew. We were like, man, this guy's going to be a star, man. His music is really dope. But I just felt like for years that his music was getting slept on, man. We were just like, y'all know about Isaiah Rashad? People were like, who's that? He's like, he's on TDE, man. He's kind of dope. Y'all should check him out. People were just like, nah, they just bumping Kendrick, which is dope because I remember there was a time when nobody knew who Kendrick was. But Isaiah, man, bro, you on your way, man. You on your way. Like, the stars just came together and they aligned for you. You know what I'm saying? They came together and they aligned. That's what he did, man. He catapulted, man. He catapulted to another universe. He catapulted to another dimension. I mean, like I said, man, this is where y'all need to take notes, man. All you trap rappers out there, all you drill rappers out there, you all got to take notes. And this is what I was saying before, is that he wasn't lip syncing at all. So all y'all rappers out there that are lip syncing at your shows, from now on, that shit is trash. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not your music. Your music ain't trash, but the whole, you know what I'm saying, lip syncing at a show, man, we gotta change that, yo. Like I said, man, Isaiah just raised the bar, yo. He raised the bar last night. He took it to another level, man. And I'm telling you, man, I'm just so happy for his success, because it's like they try to turn the tables against him and saying that, because of your scandal, your sex tape, and being gay and all this is that, people ain't going to maybe want to listen to your music or hip hop. I mean, I didn't really hear nobody say that, but that's what I heard the critics were saying. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, I was like, man, his music is still dope. People are still going to rock with him regardless. And he just came through yesterday, and you could tell with the energy and the feeling that they had. Man, you could just tell that they was just like, man, who cares about what they saying? Who cares what they thinking? We going to come out here and we going to tear this mother effing roof off up in Coachella. And that's what they did, man. You could tell the way they did it. I mean, I'm so happy that it wasn't overly scripted and all the dancing and the choreography. Sorry, however you say that word. No disrespect to no dancers, because I respect all that, but I'm tired of the over-rehearsed dancing and everybody all lined up dancing and all that, and they're just more concerned about how they look on stage and their outfit and their performance. And Isaiah just came through, man, and he took it back to the music. He took it back to the music. He didn't care about having a hype man. He didn't care about having dancers on stage. He didn't care about the gimmicks and the shenanigans. He just came up there with a microphone and some of his homies, and he just rocked the show, yo. He rocked that mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, he took it back to the music, and that's where it needs to go. And like I said, I haven't felt this energy going through my bones, through my body, these chills, these goosebumps for decades, man. It's been a long time since I felt music do this to me. And man, just like, yo, after I saw his performance last night, I felt like I was going to cry afterwards. I was like, man, this is what we've been waiting for. Thank you. And it's on Easter too. And it's on Easter Sunday. It's like he resurrected the God Force, man. Like, oh my God, man. He just came with it, man. He took it to another level, man. I hope that all y'all rappers out there, all y'all people, all you hip hop heads, everybody, man, y'all took notes last night, man. This was hip hop in its purest form. And when you have all the odds turned against you and you just turn that shit around. Wow, man. Like I said, I don't bet on sports no more, but this is like, man, if you got your football team or your basketball team and they just won the NBA finals and you put all this money on them and you was believing in them, and some people were saying they might be the underdog, and they just came through and won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? They just won the World Series, and you just bet on that in Vegas, and you won all your money back, plus a bunch of other money. It's just like, man, that's how I feel right now. I feel like I just won a Super Bowl or something. I mean, this is an amazing feeling, a triumph of just victory of what this man did last night. This is history, y'all. A legend was born last night. He changed the game, yo, man. He changed the game. Man, like I said, I felt so much energy from this that I felt like I was going to cry when I watched this set. I felt like I was going to cry. Yeah, man, it's so great. Like I said, it's so great that I don't even know, man. Like, it made me feel like hip-hop is falling off in a way, man. Like, he just showed you how much hip-hop has fallen off, you know. And I'm not saying that all of it's whack, man. It's just like, I have not seen a performer put on a show like this, man. And that's another thing that we were saying. Some of us were like, man, I wonder if he's going to bring Kendrick out. I wonder if he's going to bring Kendrick because, you know, Kendrick brought him out on a couple shows. And I remember seeing Isaiah at a couple shows with Kendrick and like, oh, okay, yeah, he was dope. He was dope. Who's that? You know, keep an eye out for him. So we were already knowing, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's our job. But after that, it was like, yo, man. After that performance, it's like he didn't need him. He didn't need to bring Kendrick. He got this, man. He got this. He didn't need to bring nobody out, man. As a matter of fact, I think the only person he brought out was his homegirl and a couple of homies that are like, you know, got some verses on some tracks. But it wasn't like he brought out J. Cole or Jay-Z or you know, Kendrick and Snoop Dogg and the whole Dog Pound with them. And what better stage to have a response on, man? What better stage than Coachella? Man, he did it last night, man. You did that. Like, Isaiah, welcome to the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? After that, if he don't, man, you deserve all the Grammys, all the Oscars, all the sold out shows, performances, features, the multi-million, billion-dollar contracts. Man, the Grammys, I hope you get it all, man, and you will, because after last night, man, you took it to another level, man. Oh, my God, man. I am so thankful right now. I am so thankful. And the fact that today is also Easter Sunday. Again, I hope y'all having a beautiful, great Easter Sunday. Man, this is, I swear, man, like I felt like I was going to cry. Like, this is so amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do not see this. Man, you just don't see this. You don't see this in hip hop anymore. You really don't. You don't feel this energy, man. Not since like Michael Jackson have I felt this type of energy, man. I mean, maybe I'm overreacting just a little bit, but man, it's up there, man. It's up there. Like, it's up there, man. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. I wish you all the success, man. You deserve it. You deserve it, because it's so interesting when people try to tear you down, take you down, because this happens to all of us. And this happened to him on a much larger scale, man, where you got millions of people that now are looking at you, and it's like, man, what do you do? And sometimes, and he just showed y'all the answer. He showed us. He showed all of us, man. Legend in the making. Legendary. Oh, man. I don't even want to talk about the other rappers and the performances after that. I mean, what a hard act to follow. Coachella, he'll probably be on the main stage next time, right? Not that it really matters which stage he's on, because if I tell you this, man, Isaiah's going on that stage, well, then that's where we're going. Okay? We're going to that stage. I don't care who's on the other stage. We're going to go see Isaiah perform. That's what's going on now, especially. That's especially now. Oh, Isaiah's not on the main stage. He's on the Sahara stage or the other stage, stage number 2, stage left. Oh, okay. That's where we're going. Man. I love it. Real quick, man, I got to say, like, yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Like I said, I mean, after covering Isaiah, it's like I can't even talk about the other performances. But, I mean, Billie Eilish was good. She was good. I only caught most of the artists that I really wanted to see, though. But Megan Thee Stallion, she was dope. I wanted to catch her set. But, again, that was the thing, was the lip syncing. I felt that it was just too much lip syncing, over-rehearsed. She was looking great, though. Her butt, her ass, however you want to call it, was beautiful. I felt a little distracted at times from her booty shaking so much that I felt like I couldn't even focus on the music. That's what I'm saying, people. I hope that y'all took some notes from Isaiah and will learn that we need to go back to the music, y'all. We need to go back to the music. And I will tell you right now that Isaiah did that. But with Megan Thee Stallion, it was still a great performance. I felt like it was a little rehearsed, kind of like a little Nas X at the Grammys or BTS. It's just too rehearsed to where, it's so rehearsed that you saw the dude trip. Like some of them were making mistakes because it was just so rehearsed. You got to just go up there with the passion and the feeling and the love. Like Isaiah Rashad came through as a professional artist, man, as a professional and as a person that deserves to be in the limelight. And I don't think it matters what year, what genre, if we were in the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, I think that we would have all classified his performance as legendary. Freddie Gibbs, another artist that I was really looking forward to seeing. I felt that his set was all right. I felt that he was okay. I felt that he seemed like he was a little high or drunk at the show. And that reminds me that you just cannot get too high or drunk before your performances, especially if it's going to be a big show like Coachella. I think you need to come with it. And like Isaiah again did. He raised the bar, man. He raised the bar. Yeah, Freddie Gibbs, man, I'm glad that I know you and I've seen you a lot. And, I've always been like, yo, he deserves to be big too. But if that was the first time I would have saw you, I would have thought your shit was trash, yo. I'm glad that I know of you. And I just was like, he could have done better. But yeah, man, we'll wrap this up. Yeah, Isaiah, thank you, man. Thank you. You gave us hope. You gave us hope that there is still a thing for hip hop. There's still some type of culture left. And I'm not saying that, Vince Staples or Denzel Curry or even Freddie Gibbs aren't doing it, and especially Madlib. But it's just like, man, I feel like he's going on another journey, man. He's on another level. He's in another universe. He's on another dimension. And some people were saying, oh, Kanye this and Kanye that and blah, blah, blah. Man, let's talk about Isaiah Rashad now. We don't need to talk about Kanye anymore after this performance. Like I said, man, he should have did the Super Bowl. Well, let's see. He's probably going to do it now, if you ask me. This is the best stage to be put out there. And isn't that how Kendrick got out there? Isn't that how Anderson .Paak got out there? That's how all these guys got out there, was that they started doing Coachella. It's like once you do Coachella, it's like, boom, you're out of here. You know what I mean? Especially if you're going to do a performance with a Tupac hologram. Doesn't really get much bigger than that, right? Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you, Isaiah. You on your way.